Hey guys! So today I decided I want to do something a little bit different with you guys. Instead of doing a voiceover, I'm going to do like a talk-through tutorial. And today's tutorial is going to be like a really intense Valentine's Day with like a shimmer cut crease. I haven't tried this yet. This is going to be my first time kind of trying it with you guys. So let's hope it goes, as I have the picture in my head. Alright, so if you want to see how to get this intense Valentine's Day shimmer cut crease, then just keep on watching. First, this is something I actually just started doing, I discovered. I tried it yesterday. I noticed the foundation that I always use, it creases, like I have fine lines under my eyes and it creases under those fine lines. So I tried something where I put the concealer on first, and then I set it with powder, and then I go in and do the foundation, and then I bake my under eye, and it actually worked. It didn't crease all day. So I'm just going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair. I'm going to put that under my eyes, just like this. And then with my damp beauty blender, I'm going to blend it out. I look crazy. Alright, so we're going to look like this. We're going to look a little nuts, but that's okay. And then I'm going to take an IT Cosmetics Big Fluffy Powder Brush into my Maybelline Better Skin. And just... Alright, so I couldn't decide if I wanted to go and do the eyes first, but I want a really pigmented, clean eye. So I'm actually going to go in with the eyes first, and then I'm going to clean up the edges when I do my face. So I'm going in with my NYX Nude Base. You don't need to put an eyeshadow primer since you already set with the concealer, but I like to do this just to reassure that it's going to really stay there. Applying that in my... Alright, so I already primed my brows and my eyes are all set. They've also been primed, and today, so for this look, we're mainly using the Modern Renaissance palette because they have a lot of like the red and the pinks and even the brown that I want to go for, so that's mainly what we're going to be using today. Alright, so in the palette, I'm going to start with my transition shade as Golden Ochre, and I'm going to be doing this on an IT Cosmetics crease brush. Now for the outer corner and the crease, I'm going to be going into the shade Cypress Umber. I'm going to be using the same exact brush. This is such a beautiful shade. My camera doesn't want to focus today. Make sure you really blend this out. Alright, so once we got Cypress Umber in there, we're going to actually go in with the shade Red Ochre, and we're going to mix it with a little bit of Venetian Red, and we're going to go over that brown. I am mixing those on the brush that came with the palette, so the Modern Renaissance brush. Gonna go in with those two again. Lots of pigment in this palette, which is great because that's what we need. No, I haven't done my eyebrows or anything yet, and it's going to look so much better once it's cleaned up. But now to go ahead for the cut crease, I'm going to take some Tarte Shape Tape on an e.l.f. concealer brush and go ahead and carve that out. Alright, and then we're going to wait for this to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with this single shadow by Urban Decay. This is Midnight Cowboy. This is going to go all over the lid, and I'm thinking of mixing it with a bit of Antique Bronze, but I don't know if that will be too much. So I'm just going to go ahead with this first, and then we'll see. Okay, so while I was waiting for the concealer to dry, I went ahead and did the other eye and did my eyebrows, and of course I got some more coffee. So now I'm going to zoom you guys back in, and I'm going to show you how I pack on the Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay. Alright, so I'm taking, this is an e.l.f. contour brush, but it's like a little bit, a little bit of like almost a stippling brush. The hairs are really firm. So I'm going to use that to pack on the shadow. Oh. I'm actually really glad I decided not to do my face first because this has a lot of fallout. And I'm definitely going to mix it with that Antique Bronze because I thought this was way brighter, but it's not. And Antique Bronze is like a purpley, really strong shimmer, so I'm going to mix those in a sec. And I'm going to take the lightest amount on that brush and just brush it over the Midnight Cowboy. A little more shimmery now. Obviously we're going to go ahead and blend that crease because harsh lines are not cute. I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics crease brush. I obviously spot clean this, and we're just going to go ahead and blend out. Okay, great. So I blended out those harsh lines. It looks a lot better. And then we're going to clean this up right here a little more when I go in with foundation. We're almost done with the eyes. I just have one more thing to do. So I got this. It's from Sephora a few months ago, and I actually just opened this before I started this video. And I wasn't really sure what it was. I thought it was like eyeliner, but it's actually a bunch of different like brushes. So like, look, you take this off. This is the crease brush. Then you have a regular sponge. Then you have a smudge brush, which I'm going to use today, and a liner brush, which I'm also going to try today from this little pack. So I'm going to go in back on the eyes with the Tarte Paint Clay Liner. This is in black. And I'm going to use that little tiny liner brush to create a really, really thin, small line on my lid. I haven't used this in a minute. The thing about this eyeliner is it dries so fast because it's clay, so you got to work quick. Okay, so there's a thin line. I know it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm just going to smudge it so it looks smoky. So now I'm going to go in with that smudger from that same little Sephora pack and just go do that. Ooh, what's cool about this little Sephora thing is that it's magnetic. Ooh. Alright, so that part of the tutorial is all done. Now I'm just going to pop on some mascara and some fake lashes, and I will be right back. Alright, so I went ahead to put on some false lashes, which are really difficult. I don't want to be mean, but I really don't like the Ardell lash glue. When I did my base, I used my BECCA Backlight Primer and my L'Oreal Pro Glow, which I always use because I'm a broke college student and a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. So now I'm going to do something a little bit different that I just discovered that I love doing. If I can find where I put it. And with a damp beauty blender, I'm actually going to go ahead and bake my under eye with my Maybelline Better Skin. I found this is really great and the Beauty Blender picks up a lot to set because I do have fine lines and my foundation does crease. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real fast. Alright, so while that is baking, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit for light to medium. And I'm going to be taking this shade on a Forever 21 fan brush. I'm going to contour the sides of my face and underneath my chin. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply blush and highlight. Today I am using, for both, the BECCA Afterglow palette. I'm going to go in with the blush Wild Honey right here. And then I'm going to go in with the highlight, which you can see I've used quite a bit, Moonstone. So I'm applying the highlight with an ELLE powder brush. This is my favorite brush to apply highlight with. It's beautiful, but kind of subtle, which we want because our eyes are so intense. Now I'm taking a Bella Pro blush brush and I'm going to head and go with the shade Wild Honey. Oh my god. And today's tutorial, well, the F is me. Oh no, it's falling! Now I'm going to apply brush and brush. Oh my god, I'm so red. My eyes so red. I got a micro bead from my St. Ives exfoliating wash stuck in my eye. Of course I did.